This video we're going to talk about Warren Buffett's secret superpower. So who is Warren Buffett? He has a net worth of 121.6 billion US dollars. He's the founder of Berkshire Hathaway and he's known as one of the best investors in the world. He bought his first stock at the age of 13. So what exactly makes him special? He's a normal person like us. He's no smarter than us. He started in the same position as us. He puts on pants every day just like us. But for some reason, he's the billionaire and we're not. His secret superpower came when he was 13. That was the decision to invest into a stock. If he didn't make the decision to invest at the age of 13, Berkshire Hathaway wouldn't exist today. If he didn't make the decision to start Berkshire Hathaway, he probably wouldn't have amassed over $1 billion. His secret superpower was making decisions. The best investors all have one thing in common: their ability to make decisions. In order to get to that level, you have to grow to that level. And the only time we grow is when we make decisions, because decisions cause forward movement. Children begin to grow when they start making their own decisions and their parents stop making decisions for them. So one of the biggest mindset shifts that allowed me to grow in every area of my life and as an investor has been in developing my decision-making abilities. The more decisions I make, the faster I move forward. The faster I grow, the more money I receive. Out of this, I came to realize that there are good decisions, okay decisions, bad decisions, so-so decisions, all sorts of decisions. One thing there is, though, is that there's no wrong decision. There are all sorts of decisions, but there are no wrong decisions, because all decisions move you forward. And in that forward movement is where you learn, you grow, you adapt, and course correct to getting where you want to go. The reason this is such a powerful mechanism in the mind is that manifestation of reality largely has to do with willpower. And one thing that greatly depletes willpower is indecision, or not making decisions, because it communicates to the self that we're powerless to move forward because we can't decide. If you can't decide, there's fear, and fear is the great enemy of manifestation. Hence why all billionaire investors are great decision makers. They are great creators of their own reality. Decisions versus real decisions. There are decisions and then there are real decisions. The ones you choose determine where you end up a year from now. But there's a fork in the road that determines if you'll really do it versus looking back a year from now wishing that you did it. It all comes down to decisions, because decisions create forward motion, and out of that forward motion, changes emerge. Now, all decisions are made with behavior rather than thinking of the behavior. Those are the real decisions. This is where behavior speaks louder than words comes from. So if you're still thinking about it, you haven't decided. And if you said to yourself or others that you've decided but haven't done it, then you still haven't decided, and therefore you're still undecided. These are just mere decisions. They're not real decisions. No matter how often you say you've decided, until you've done it, you haven't decided. You haven't made a real decision, because the only time something is real is when you act on it. The only time you decide is when you do it. So, decide to make this your best year yet by doing it and not thinking about it or saying that you've decided to do it. Time will pass by anyway, so if you don't make a real decision, it'll be made for you by time itself.